FGCM student attend the construction management competition and also the 75 ABC anniversary.
Morning.
This is a group of students from FGCU, Florida Gulf Coast University, participate in ABC Construction Management competition, and we have a few questions for them. Alexis, Maria, Emma, Daniel, Carlie, and you have Daisy. Daniel is the FGCU ABC student chapter president. Daniel, can you tell me what motivated you to participate in the ABC Construction Management competition this year?
The thing that motivated me throughout the competition was my fellow teammates. I wanted to make sure I put my best foot forward and to overall give it my all for my teammates that care about this competition as much as I do. So,
Hi Emma, thank you for joining the competition on behalf of FGCU. And I have a question for you today. What aspect of the competition are you most excited about?
I'm most excited to meet all the new people and see all the new things around this area. Definitely quite an honor to be able to come here and use my skills.
The next question for you, how have you prepared for the challenges this competition might present?
Spend about 30 hours per week at least doing construction stuff like estimating and setting up Excel sheets, basically organizing everything that we could find on the plans and sort of getting a layout so we can easily track our pricing. We've also spent quite a bit of time as a team getting to know each other and being able to build our teamwork so we can do well on the team aspects and presenting and all of that.
Hi Alexis, are you excited for this competition?
Absolutely, I'm ready
Is
to
that
go.
your first time to participate in this competition?
Yes, it's the first time.
Very good. What motivated you to participate in this ABC Construction Management competition?
I wanted to learn something new, experience something new. I'm used to residential work and construction, so commercial work is the new challenge and going out of my comfort zone. And ultimately, I'm learning more, happy about it.
Have you explored anything about Las Vegas?
Yeah, I definitely see that the roads are very big, everything's busy, and there's a lot of lions and cats and stuff
Thank
like
you.
that.
And what the strategy have you prepared for the step 2 of the competition today?
We're going to coordinate as well as we can between all 4 participants. We're going to make sure we're going swiftly. We have a timer. We're going to make sure we're going fast, but accurate. And yeah, we'll find out.
How are you doing today, Maria?
I'm doing pretty great.
Have you participated in the competition before?
Yes, so this is my second time in this competition. Last year I was an alternate and this year I'm on the main team. So it's very exciting.
Mm-hmm. Where was the last year?
Last year it was in Orlando at the Gaylord Palm, so it was very nice.
How you compare Orlando and the experience you have so far in Las Vegas,
Oh
the
my
Science
God.
City?
I loved Orlando, but oh my gosh, Las Vegas is just, it's Vegas, baby. It's so much better.
Okay, let's get back to the business. What
Yes.
motivated you to participate in the ABC Construction Management competition?
Yes, so exciting. So it was actually the students and actually the industry. I talked to so many old superintendents and project managers who originally went to different schools and participated in their own ABC chapters. And they said doing the competition was just a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You get to travel and you get to compete with other people who love construction just as much. So it was students, alumni, and the industry.
Okay. And what strategy have you and your team developed to tackle the competition task, especially the step 2 today?
Yeah, so a lot of what we had to do is delegate, is figure out our strengths and weaknesses, maybe see who has more experience in estimating and who has more experience on the field. With that, we've been able to, really put our skills to use and tackle this big project. For step 2 today, we kind of had to start thinking ahead and learn what would be the addendum, what could happen, and what might change for this project. So we just all spoke together and we were just talking about what we would do for different scenarios and who would handle what.
I know yesterday you discussed about what they will be giving today for the step 2. And with that, how do you plan to handle unexpected challenges during this competition, especially today that, they going to give you something that you unknown, right? And you only have a limited time to address.
So that's a good question. With that, I think the first thing we have to do is understand what the challenge is and then figure out our game plan afterwards. But we definitely have to understand what we have to do, and then we have to start thinking about who's going to do what and how we're going to as well delegate it, but what we want our end result to be.
Thank you, Maria, and everyone from FGCU. Good luck for today's competition and have good time.
Thank you.
Daisy, can you tell me when will you graduate?
So I'm a senior at FGCU and I will graduate May 2025.
Besides the ABC Student Construction Management competition, any other competition that you have participated in the past few years?
So I competed in FGCU's first participation in the 2024 Roofing Alliance for construction management students.
What was your role in Roofing Alliance student competition?
I was the team captain for the competition team.
Perfect. Let's talk about the ABC Construction Management competition. What motivated you to participate in this competition?
I was motivated because I wanted to put the skills I had learned throughout my 4 years in construction management to the test. I wanted to see how much I could apply myself with a coordinated team of other students to be able to finish the project to the best of our ability and turn in something that we thought we would be proud of.
Any difference in the motivation between the competition for Roofing Alliance that you participated before and the ABC Construction Management competition?
My motives for both competitions were the same. I interned with a roofing company for almost 3 years. I wanted to put my skills to the test in a different roofing competition setting. So for both competitions, I wanted to see how much I had learned and how much I could apply to these competitions.
How have you prepared for the challenges this competition might present?
So I have prepared with my team by asking different project managers and superintendents their opinions and approaches to our project in theory. We have also spoken to professors and we have applied the knowledge that we learned in our previous classes to this competition. So altogether, it was a lot of asking, a lot of learning, not learning things that we had been taught in class, but learning how to apply them in almost a real life setting.
So with that, what aspect of the competition are you most excited about?
I am most excited about step 2. I myself will not be participating in step 2, but we had theories on the addendums that would be given to us. So I am excited to see if we are correct about these theories, because it just means that as future construction managers, we will be aware of other parameters that may come up in the future.
So what do you feel about your team members for this year?
I feel that my team members are one of the strongest minded people at our university for construction management. My team members have dedicated their studies and life outside of school to construction management. We are very passionate about the construction industry, and we are very grateful for our professors and our partners, industry partners, for helping us throughout these 4 years.
What is your experience so far in Las Vegas and ABC convention?
Las Vegas, Nevada is very dry. I am Florida born and raised, so it's very dry, it's very different, but we are extremely excited to have this opportunity to travel across the United States with one of our favorite professors, Dr. Long. So,
really? I need to capture this and put in the video and amplify it.
yes, it's been great. The opportunity to stay at the Mandolin Bay is a great opportunity because it gives us experience on the architecture and construction that went into the building itself. So we are grateful. I've been very grateful throughout the experience.
Thank you, Daisy. I hope you the very best after graduate from CM program.
Thank you so much, Dr. Long.
Now I have Alexis again after the step 2 competition, and he's very relaxed now, and I want to have a few questions for you.
Okay, let's do it.
So far you went through the competition and we know the results for the step 2, and can you tell me what was the most challenging part of this competition so far that you experienced?
So definitely it was the addendums. We got given 3 addendums, and they were all within like the span of 1 hour or hour of each other.
Oh, yeah.
And there was just more and more work coming in. So the first addendum seemed fine. We feel like we could complete it. And then we got another one. And then we got another one. And the time was going by. And there was an interactive portion where we had to go to a building and do a safety inspection. There were so many elements to it. There's such a variety of activities. And it was challenging because, we were trying to be fast paced,
I see.
trying to get it done.
And with that, given they give many addendum in the short time frame, do you see how they simulate that compared to the real world situation when you go to the construction site?
Mhm.
There are many instruction and changes,
Mhm.
and how that prepare you for the real world construction industry.
So it's definitely a case where this stuff could all happen in real life because it looks like it did, especially with, we had an addendum about a bridge being broken. And it's like, that could happen at any time
Yeah.
in the real world. And they wanted it so we fixed everything back up in 4 days. And during like a student break and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see that some people get out to get
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was like a big time limit and you had to like set up how that Monday morning was going to be when the students come back.
All of that now it's over or almost over. How do you feel about our team performance?
So with our team's performance, we decided to just kind of have like a priority check, and we made sure that we focused on the things we could complete, as well as trying to get into the meat and potatoes of it, like with the project management. We try to make sure that that was done and try to score with safety and quality control, because those were very doable.
One thing that you most excited about with the team or this competition?
With this year, the most exciting part, it's kind of difficult because everything has been exciting. The
Did you
step
pick
2,
one?
let's see. It was very exciting to see the addendums, even though it's a lot of work. It was exciting to see like, oh, something changed. And so we had to work around it and stuff like that. And because we had it 3 times in a row, it was like, okay, like you feel like pressure, a little bit of pressure, but it feels good because you're like, okay, now let's do this. Now let's do this. Now we'll have this team member work on this and stuff like that.
What is one thing that we could be learned for the next competition?
We got to make sure that we have some type of deadlines for time, because one big thing that made us worry a little bit was the fact that when we emailed each other documents, sometimes it could take 5 seconds, sometimes it could take a minute, depending on the internet. So we got to keep that in mind, because if we don't, we might end up messing up our timing.
So you talk about the step 2 or overall competition?
Overall.
Okay.
Step 2 especially because, you only have to a certain amount of time. And like some things we experienced were like technical issues. So like if we lost 8 minutes, now we have to work around that. And yeah, we need those time deadlines or else we'll be panicking at the end.
So compare with what you expected when we arrived in Las Vegas and what the outcome we heard. How do you feel about that?
I was kind of surprised because the whole team was expecting the parking lot. We were expecting the parking lot addendum. It made sense. You could find it online. But when we got the other 2, it was like, wow. Okay. And it's like, it wasn't that many line items for each thing, but it's still the fact that, wow, okay, this was their plan the whole time for this type of thing.
Okay. Thank you, Alexis.
All right, thank you.
You guys doing a great job.
Let's give all of our competitors one more round of applause.
I said a moment, it feels like the first time. So, let's get ready to recognize some construction management students. Florida Gulf Coast University, FGCU, Florida Gulf Coast.
We are on the way back to Fort Myers, and last night we are very excited. Our team at FGCU win in the quality control category in the construction management competition at ABC, Associated Builders and Contractors.
Hearing the name was unexpected. So throughout the awards were just going to the same schools over and over. So it was a big surprise that for quality control, Florida Gulf Coast gets announced, to the point where like I looked to the right of me and I'm just like open mouth. I don't even know, but it was super exciting, and I'm so glad we got to go up there. And I'm just shocked, and I'm surprised that like the winning school, we were able to make a better quality control plan than them. And it's just unexpected, but I'm happy and I'm glad, because from the previous years we had a good quality control plan, and I'm glad we were able to make it better this year.
I would say it was surprising when we heard FGCU's name. I didn't register it. I think Carlie had to say, "That's us," and Alexis said, "That's us," and I was like, "What?" So then once I realized, we, got up on the stage, and it was a good feeling. It was very nice. Good job, Alexis. You did great.
When I heard our name, I know for sure I was looking around to make sure I heard it correctly. I remember vividly the team were looking at each other in surprise. A great relief to me, actually, because I was wholeheartedly had high hopes to see us win something. So I'm very happy that those hopes were fulfilled. So thank you. And it was a lot of fun being with these guys, working on this project.
I was also very shocked. Like Alexis said, I feel like Alexis definitely deserved to win. So I felt prideful that our school could finally win something in a competition like this, because normally we're not one of the first picks. So I felt really proud of all of us.
I wasn't shocked. I was really thankful. I registered our name pretty quick. I was like, okay, that's us. And then when I realized what it was for, I was in shock. I was more proud that our junior and team captain gave us that opportunity to be up there when other schools like Clemson didn't even make the category. So I think I was just more thankful to have the opportunity to be up there and recognized for something that our team member did.
I was a bit shocked, but I felt like we would win at least something. But I think this is an awesome opportunity that we got to win, because I feel like this is just the start of many wins in the future.
It changed my perspective in a way that I found out that you really need to have a lot of different strengths in different areas as a project manager. And although you might be able to specialize in a certain area, you should definitely still have some knowledge of different aspects. For instance, I remember vividly working on the logistics plan with my teammate Maria, and I remember her directing me, assisting me on where to place certain locations of interest, like muster points and whatnot. And I remember using the program CM Builder and just working on it alongside her, and it was a very successful and very great thing that we did. And I'm very proud of our logistics plan. That's one thing for sure I could definitely confirm. So I believe that's what's important, that people need to be well-rounded and play into their strengths to help out their team.
This changed my perspective a lot, because I primarily work in estimating, so seeing everyone else put their work into it as well, like project management, safety, quality control, it really gives you a better idea of the construction project as a whole. So it's really changed my view of construction as a whole. Can I use 2 words? It's humbling and relieving.
In one word, the experience. I'd say humbling, because you kind of realize that you don't know everything and someone else is going to be better at you in a certain topic, but because we work together, it made things flow a lot easier.
I would say my one word would be opportunity. You have an opportunity to learn a lot and to build relationships with the people that you're working with, and to have even more opportunities to reach people for job opportunities. So
I believe it would have to be the word passionate, because this entire team was consisted of passionate members who cared and loved construction and what we do. So that's the only reason why we made it as far as we did.
I would use opportunity as well. I think you can gain a lot of experience working with a lot of different mentors for this and more knowledge, but also you get to travel and have a good time with your friends. So I think that's what it would say.
The word I choose is growth, because especially for me, this being my first year, there's definitely some things that I wouldn't have recognized now before. And obviously I don't know everything now, but that's for the next year where I could continue to keep growing.
Yeah, I would recommend the competition because I think it's worth it. I think that you don't lose anything by doing it. It is time consuming, but if you put it in, you can get a good reward out of it. It's a good experience.
Absolutely. It's the perfect place to grow. It's the perfect place to really see what the most realistic assignment you'll get in your courses. And it's just a fun way to do it while also just having fun and just becoming a better student.
Go Eagles! Wings up!
Thank you, everyone.